Hi everybody, this is Bryn19 from YouTube, and sorry about this delayed video, and I know it's February. I should have done it in January, but I've been kind of a little bit lazy, but sorry about that. Anyway, welcome to my top 11 the worst films of 2013. Why top 11? I always want to go one step beyond, like the Nostalgia Critic says. Anyway, let's enjoy this, a painful and film I hate this month. Now, keep in mind, this is a list I kind of like or kind of really hate sort of list. So, I hope you enjoyed this video or not. I assume this is the worst list. So, let's get down to it. This is the top 11 worst films of 2013. Number 11. Gangster Squad. Here's a film I kinda like, and the other I hate. The other thing I like is Sean Penn as Mickey Cohen, sorry. The other is, well, the film is kinda too cliched. I mean, Untouchables is way better, but this, it's way cliché-er. I mean, Untouchable is way better than this. I mean, but hey, what gives? I mean, you got this detective, he's trying to bust down to Mickey Cohen. I mean, what's this remind you? Untouchables. That's exactly the same thing. The story doesn't make no sense. And they're trying to bust down Mickey Cohen's operation all the time and that. And is he getting closer? Well, yes, but gets one of them killed. His men, actually, that police officer, that man. You know what I mean? So, what is Gangster Squadron goes down. Number 10. Hangover Part 3. You got a hangover, boy? This movie hasn't. Well, what else I can say? I didn't like the first one. I haven't yet to see the second one. Holy shit. And the third one? Let's just say I hate one character. Just one character I hate. Is that the guy with a beard? He buys a giraffe and he doesn't give a shit for his father. He dies. He sings his voices. Ugh. And third, he writes this Chinese fella who he gets that criminal boss played by John Goodman, and he tracks them down. He tracks them down and makes them tell him what he is. Why this guy is that annoying? He is. Why the hell this guy doesn't get what he deserved? In the end, he gets married. He does it again to his friend. Much worse. You want to know why? He gave one of them boobies. That guy with that glass. I mean, I kind of laughed a little bit. It was kind of funny. But there's one actor I despised. It's that guy, that beard, whatever his name was. Let's just move on. Number 9. Olympus Has Fallen. Hey guys, let's make a movie about the Under Siege, well, not the Under Siege title remake. Instead of the battleship, we got a White House. I mean, a cool idea, but... and some pretty lame CGI. What can you spend? You got Morgan Freeman and Robert Foster. Well, the guy, you might remember him from Jackie Brown and the Alligator. And you got Morgan Freeman, the vice president kinda-ish. And we got the guy, the Australian, I don't know his name, but you might know him from 300. I haven't yet seen it. And it's an okay movie for me, but it's sort of like an Under Siege ripoff. I mean, okay, instead of a battleship, we got a White House. Still, it's looking like a underseas ripoff. Even though without the battleship thing. You know what I mean? It's an okay movie. Number 8. Incredible Bird Wonderstone. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of bullshit. Well, not bullshit. I managed to kind of laugh at kind of a couple of scenes. It was kind of funny, or okay, but even though it's the worst. Well, worst or not. Well, I mean, you got great comedic actors: Steve Carell, Steve Buscemi, and Jim Carrey, the Mind Raper. I mean, it could be funny in most part, but other times it's sometimes dull. I mean, the Steve Carell character is kind of douche. I mean, okay, there could be some type of douche in this movie sometimes, but here, he's a major douchebag. I mean, well, he was not a douchebag. He was the character was little, but until he grows up, he's a wimp and a coward. And at the last scene, they were trying to perform one magic, and you're not going to believe this, to make everyone in the stadium disappeared. That's impossible. Well, you want to know why? They put everyone to sleep. Then, they put them in a truck, drive them somewhere well, and somewhere in the desert, and they all wake up, and ta-da! Bullshit! I mean, why if somebody could wake up and notice something? That would be total fake. I mean, it's not magic. It's more like a bullshitted magic part. I don't know. I don't know much about magic. Like, hell, Gandalf knows plenty of magic into this. So, Incredible Bird Wonderstone. Bird Wonderstone my ass. Let's just move on before I lose my mind. And P.S. It's an okay movie. Number 7. G.I. Joe Retaliation. Well, say what you like. I have seen the first one. This one, I think it's not that bad. Okay. Here's my thing, Mike Conley. I love the action. The action's awesome. The problem is, it has no time to build up any character moments. That's the problem. It goes way too fast. I mean, you have great casts like The Rock, Bruce Willis, and Cobra. Holy crap, look at the Cobra. This is the Cobra Commander. Well, keep in mind, I haven't watched any of G.I. Joe show. I only heard. Okay, I have seen some, but I don't remember much. Still, it had problems. Still, I kinda like it. I mean, what do you give? Yo Joe. Number 6. World War Z. If you're a fan of zombie movie, don't go see this movie. It's bullshit. It has no gore. The zombies, well, look kind of scary, but not that gory type. I have read a little bit about the book, but not much. But Brad Pitt, well, he's an okay character. But the problem with this movie, it spoils this movie a little bit. I watched the trailer. It spoils everything. Now, don't go see this movie. Be warned. It's not that good. At all. If you're a gore-hungry zombies fan, I suggest you go watch the Romero films like Dawn of the Dead, and Night of the Living Dead, and Day of the Dead. Oh, and The Land of the Dead, sorry. These movies I highly recommend watching if you're a zombie fan. Number 5. Kick-Ass 2. Well, we got the violent actor named Jim Carrey and the The rest of the cast, I don't know who they are. Well, it's a enjoyably fun movie, but the other times sometimes they're really fake. Like the blood, like the shit. I don't want to think about that device she had, that Hit Girl character. She had to actually make you puke and vomit. I want to go near her, I want you. Still, it's a fun movie and an okay movie at the same time. Some that good action. Sometimes it's, I don't know, kind of bullshit. I mean, kick-ass? This is not a kick-ass movie. Well, okay, sometimes kick-ass. Number 4, A Good Day to Die Hard. If you're a fan of Die Hard films trilogy, you may go see the movie either or don't see the movie either. By the way, it's your decision, but that's not the case. What is the case is, there is one problem with this movie. Just one. This movie is way too short. Okay, it had good action scenes and some car chase sequence, but this movie was way too short. I mean, it had 1.5 hours. The rest of the film was either 2 hours. This one is 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. This movie sucked monkey balls. Even though the action and the car chase sequence are cool, but this movie takes the cake. The villain is dumb, and stories doesn't make no sense. So, it's a good way to die hard this movie. You piece of shit. Number 3, R.I.P.D. Rest in Peace Department. Jay, has this looked familiar? Rip-off time. Boy, this movie sucks. Way down. Worst CGI. Worst villain. Stories doesn't make no sense. And I would say this. What the fuck is going on? It makes no sense. God damn, this movie is weird. I mean, you got a spirit world collapse system going on. That the Malaya, they were trying to collect the pieces and try to rip a hole to the spirit world. Jace, does this look familiar? Yeah, you yourself. That story, I know, fuck this movie. I don't want to say it. Ugh. Number 2, The Lone Ranger. Yeehaw, this movie. It's boring, it's dumb, and the Lone Ranger is a pussy. I mean, there are some funny moments, but there's something wrong with this movie. It's dumb. That's all I can say. It's a dumb movie. Go see The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's way better than this. And let's move on to number 1. And the number 1, the worst film of 2013 is Identity Thief. Oh boy. We got a director who directed Horrible Bosses, and he went on to direct this movie, Identity Thief. Then I was thinking, okay, that could be shed light on this. I was wrong. This movie was dumb, no sense, worst comedy movie I have ever seen. The story makes no sense, the characters are dumb. I don't want to say it, it's really the worst film I ever seen. And why did they get that one actor who managed to do a great job in Horrible Bosses and turn into a shit? God, I need a drink. And that was my top 11 the worst film of 2013. I thank you all for watching.